Friendly Talk podcast in this bitch.
We are struggling.
I know, right?
How are you, beautiful?
Girl, life is lifing.
Life is lifing.
Life be lifing, but I'm built strong. I'm hanging in there.
I want to talk about my heart being broken last week. Like shattered.
Oh my God.
I have 8 or 9 nieces and nephews.
Damn.
Ton. Love them all to death. They're literally my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I love them more than life. One of my sisters has twins. They're 4, a boy and a girl.
Mm-hmm.
The little girl comes home and she asks me a question, like randomly. She was like, "Do I smell bad?" And I was like, "What? Like, why? What kind of a question is that?" And then my sister had told me that someone in her class keeps bullying her and saying that she smells bad. My niece doesn't smell bad. My nieces and nephews are very well taken care of. Like,
I hate kids, son.
so it's obviously like a bully.
Kids are
but
evil.
But it's like she's obsessing over it so much that she's like, it's been days and she's still thinking about it. Clearly,
yeah, because she probably said it mad loud in front of the class. People were laughing at her.
So like she came home that day and she was like, "I want to take a shower. She showered in the morning." And my sister's like, "You're not showering again. Like, I'm not cleaning the bathroom, like."
Yeah.
And it's because she got bullied. And I have older nieces and they've never been bullied. So this is the first time that I'm like, a kid that I love is
bullied.
Yeah, no, my nieces and nephews are all really tough. They're like me.
Good.
Like they don't. But she's small. She's 4. Like, so I'm like, I'm gonna smack the shit out of this little kid.
Yeah.
If I like, am I crazy for wanting to
no.
like? I'm like, if I ever see this little boy, like, because I pick him up from school sometimes, I'm going to body slam him.
Well,
and I'm going
ask
to
him where his mother at. Like,
I'm
your mother
gonna
at?
go to prison for assaulting a child. And I'm like, I can't imagine if it was my own kid how I would feel.
Yeah, for me, I'm like, where your mother at?
Who's your mom?
Or your father, because my husband is going to deal with your father. So what we doing?
Now, granted, his parents could be sweet people. They probably have no idea what's going on. Like,
no, but you.
But you know if your kid's an asshole.
You
or
pushed
not.
out an asshole, you getting slapped, bitch. I don't give a fuck if you was the nicest bitch.
Like, I'm so upset by her getting bullied that I'm like, I want to assault a child. Am I wrong?
I know the feeling. That's what I'm saying. You have to take it on the parents so that you go to jail for a different reason. So that child endangerment is not on one of the charges.
I feel like bullying is so wrong on so many levels.
I was bullied relentlessly. Relentlessly. My nephew was so he go to school in Newark, New Jersey. You know Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And, he goes to a good school, but it's Newark, New Jersey. You know what I mean? So with him, I was talking to the other day. I'm like, "You got a bully?" He was like, "No, not anymore. Like, I told the teacher." I'm like, "Let me tell you something." I'm like, "That's what your mother told you to do?" He's like, "Yeah." And my mother told me the same shit.
Yeah.
Go tell the teacher. And that is, don't raise your child to be a pussy.
Yeah.
My mother did that for me.
Yeah.
Middle school was the worst for me because my mother told me to tell the teacher. I stood up to one girl one time and I saw people starting to fall back a little bit, but it's like, you really got to stand up for yourself. People target you if they feel like you're a pussy. Bullies don't ever fuck with people who can fuck them up.
Yeah.
They target you because they feel like you're an easy target. So show them that you're not.
Yeah.
And my mother gave me the worst advice that made middle school the worst 4 years of my fucking life, and I regret ever listening to her. And my sister's doing the same shit. Tell my nephew, basically, be a fucking tattletale ass, snitch ass, pussy ass little boy and run to the teacher. And I'm like, nah, punch him in his face. And when the teacher asks you what happened, like, first of all, I would tell the teacher, "Listen, he keeps bothering me. If he keeps bothering me, it's gonna be a problem."
Yeah.
So that the teacher not surprised when you knock his kufi off. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just like, when it comes to bullying, kids and elderly should be off limits.
Absolutely.
Off limits. Kids and the elderly, leave them alone. The society as a whole should always be nice to children and elderly.
But kids are evil to other kids, though.
Yes.
That's the thing.
There are. It's so funny. I made a list of people I think that you should be allowed to bully.
Oh, yes. Girl, let me hear. I want to add some people to it.
Okay, I'm going to go through. These are the types of men I think people should be allowed to bully. Men who record themselves smoking hookah.
Oh my
bully
God,
them.
Yes.
Men who record themselves on boats, bully them. Men cheering at events or at any type of concert, like men screaming in general, bully them.
Well, it depends on what do you mean by scream?
Like cheering, like just shut up.
Kind of like goals, like when they hit a goal at the goal and they just like that. Too much.
Stop. You're like screaming, like fangirl. Stop. Bully them. If you pose in front of cars,
Oh
And
my!
if the car is not yours,
If it's not yours, don't
kill
even bully them.
yourself.
Kill yourself. Exactly. If the car's not yours, sir.
but
Oh my God.
I do have a list for women that you are allowed to bully.
Oh, of course. This bitch needs to get bullied too.
Plenty bitches should be getting bullied. For example, women who propose to men.
Oh my God.
Now,
how embarrassing.
I'm not talking about a woman who brings up marriage to her man. Like,
that's
we should get like, I'm not talking about that.
No,
Like,
no,
of
no.
course, please explain what you need and what you want.
Whatever, yeah, exactly.
But I'm talking about the women who buy a ring and get down on one knee. Stop. Women
Oh
like
my
that should be bullied.
God. Oh my God.
Pearl.
Who that?
Pearl from Instagram. You know her if you see her. Just Pearl. Pearl, stop. Pearl needs to get bullied.
If I had service in here, we need some Wi-Fi in this bitch. There is? Oh.
Women who go to the gym to film content but not work out.
Oh my God.
Should be getting bullied for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they got their body done and they go in the gym and do one set of air fluff.
Women who lie about getting procedures done should be bullied.
Especially if it's obvious. It's like, shorty, you
Honey.
was not looking like
Honey,
that.
there's no way your waist is that small, your thighs are that small, and your ass is that big. It don't make sense. Now, one in a million, the genetics, sure.
Yeah, there are women who have genetically.
You're getting
tell a
ass
difference.
shots.
You can tell a difference between.
Like-
yeah, you could tell a difference between.
But I do feel like some people say that celebrities kind of deserve to be bullied or like public figures because they're putting themselves out there. I disagree.
I disagree wholeheartedly because being out there doesn't mean why. Like, I don't understand that. Why
Just because someone's posting their life doesn't mean they're asking for your unsolicited advice.
But why does your advice always have to be negative?
Exactly.
Like there are people who I've never ever seen them. Like, there's never ever something
Yeah.
positive out of their mouth.
Never.
You can never think of one nice thing to say ever.
Or it's like, just don't say anything at all.
Like, I don't ever like, I don't know. I don't really comment if I see, and even if it's something simple, they have to have something. Like, all right, I'll see somebody cooking
Yeah.
and it was a delicious dish. Oh, why did you use olive oil? I wouldn't have used olive oil. I would have used avocado oil. That's what you got from. So
Yeah.
you watched the whole video and that's all because you just had to find something.
Yeah. I do feel like as comedians, there is a fine line between taking things too far or being funny / bullying. But I feel like comedians should get a pass because it's what we do for a living. I'm sorry. Like
As long as it's funny.
I posted a P. Diddy joke and all the comments were like, rape is not funny. Rape is not funny. I'm like, I never said rape was funny.
When did you
Like,
making fun of the Diddy situation isn't making fun of rape?
Yeah. It's like,
If you're making, it depends on what the punchline is.
yeah, it was just about like French Montana, like getting turned out and stuff, which I thought was really funny in my defense.
Meek is the one that got turned out.
Him too. It was a bunch. Yeah.
Oh, word?
And I'm like, first of all, it's a joke. Second of all, I'm not coming for these people like making a comment to someone who's just posting their life and then making a objective joke about a situation are two different things.
Very, very different.
Like, I would never, and everyone's just like, you wouldn't say this to French's face. I'm like, I don't do random stand-up sets in front of people. Like, you know what I'm
First
saying?
of all, you're a public figure with well over 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
If you do post something, there is a chance that French will see it. So you're not afraid
Yeah.
of French seeing it. So what the fuck they talking about?
I think social media has made it easier to bully people, though.
That's all people do. They wake up
Yeah.
and they go on there just for that sole purpose.
Yeah.
Their purpose in life isn't to make the world a better place. It's to harass strangers.
Oh my God.
That is their sole. They're gonna spend their life doing that. That's what they want to do.
Do you think, because people always say that children nowadays are more sensitive than when we were children or our parents were children. And I'm like, I don't think that's true. I just think we're a generation that is more open to talking about how we feel.
I will say this. When I was bullied at school, it was between the hours of 8 and 3. I was able to go home after school and the bullying stopped because I was
Yeah.
home. Now these kids, the bullying doesn't stop because it's in their pocket. So they
Yeah.
they go home from school and they're getting a DM, they're getting comments, or, you know what I'm saying? And there's no off button for this. So at least from the hours of 3:30 to 7:30, you know what I'm saying?
It was when you walked through the recess.
Yeah,
you
when
know?
I walked out those school doors, I had peace because I was going home. I had a terrible childhood, but I'm saying I had peace as far as away from my bullies at school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These kids don't get away from their bullies.
Yeah, it's 24/7.
It's 24/7. So I do agree that they are more sensitive now.
That's a good point. I never thought of like the bullying travels with you now.
Yeah, it's everywhere. And it goes viral. If shit happened at school, only my school heard about it, or maybe the next school next door,
or the following town, the town.
Yeah.
Now
but
it's like
you getting bullied in LA, niggas in Memphis know about the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. So yeah, they are sensitive now, and rightfully so. They have a right to be more sensitive because they're living in an age that is horrific.
Also, now you could bully anonymously. You couldn't do that when we were younger.
Yeah.
You had to do it to people's face.
Exactly.
So the bullying is a lot more. You just make a fake profile. You just write whatever you want. You just kind of... And it's always accounts with like no followers or no profile picture or no one's name. There are some bold people though who use their like actual real profiles.
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, oh wow, you're a tough
those
one.
are people. Okay, so there's a comic. She's very popular. She commented on something that I had posted, trying to argue with me. I ignored Shorty. Yeah, and then followed her so that I'd never see her comments again. Because if I don't follow you, I don't see your comments. I'm like, I see it because I follow you. No, I don't follow you, so now I'll never see your shit again.
Yeah.
Fast forward a couple months later to like last week, matter of fact, my homegirl hit me up. She's like, girl, she arguing with somebody again. So she goes on this other girl's page and leaves a nasty comment. But that girl makes a whole video about her comment.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Right. Well, my thing is like, again, be about, using your real profile to just be a bully.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just never, if I see something I don't like online, I don't comment on it.
Yeah, just keep it moving.
I don't comment out at all. Yeah. I'll leave a little note so that my followers can see it.
Yeah.
But I don't really comment at all. I left a couple comments last week because I haven't commented in a while. I took like years off commenting. Yeah. And I commented last week. I'm like, this is corny.
It's good for your mental health to kind of stay away from that kind of stuff.
Well, I haven't read comments in forever. You know that. But I'm talking about me leaving comments. I had given that a break as well. But I'm like, and I started again last week. I'm like, people don't need to know my thoughts about. Yeah. If I want to make a video on my page talking about something, sure. But I don't need to go on someone else's page and give my opinion. Yeah, it's not necessary.
I also feel like people who are bullies, like we should bully them back.
I ignore them.
To be honest, I think what people should start I think the best thing to do to like lessen the online harassment, bullying, and all this, because it's a fucking epidemic. Yeah, like. I think it needs to be like dating apps where one person is allowed one account and you have to get verified and it's your photo and it's like you have to like, you know how you can only have like one passport, you can only have one. I don't know if it's like this for all the apps, but I know that like Salams, for example, it's a Muslim dating app. Oh, okay. You have to scan your face and your identification and it has to match in order to make the account. Good. So I'm like, I think social media should be like that too, where everyone gets one account. And that's it. Or even if it's for your business, it's still linked to your face. Right. The online harassment would drastically stop.
Of course, because people are not about that.
No one's going to say anything to anyone's face.
They don't.
Except if you're me and Eva, because we don't give a fuck.
My thing is when I dislike someone, their existence just cease to. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them. I don't hear them. Like people come to me, oh, you saw? Okay.
Yeah, I can't be fake at all.
Even when my friend sent me the video of homegirl arguing with the other girl, I'm just like, I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, she tried the same shit with me, but I don't feed into this shit. And the conversation ended there. Like I wasn't like on some. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, my last video that went viral was me saying that French Montana is an Arab. And I got probably like 4,000 comments of people trying to fight with me. And I'm like, why are you fighting a fact? He was born in Casablanca. Casablanca's an Arab city. Like,
it's an Arab country, no?
Yeah, and everyone's like, Morocco's in Africa. He's black. And I'm like, Morocco is also...
Africa doesn't make you black. Just like being Jamaican doesn't make you black. It's like there are people who... Africa is very, very diverse. Africa is where the human race started. You know what I'm saying?
But also, even if I was wrong, who cares?
Oh, girl, let me tell you. So I have a joke. About how I used to do comedy at Rikers Island. I was actually going to make a video about this too for my own page. But I have a joke about how I used to do comedy at Rikers Island, which is true. I'm like, Rikers Island... And I was doing it like somewhere that's not New York City. I'm like, it's a prison in the Bronx. So New Yorkers went crazy. Yeah. They would people were sending me like, oh, you don't even know what the fuck you talking about. This is my thing. So the entrance into the jail is through Queens. Yes, you have the way to get to Rikers Island is through Queens. I don't argue that. But the island itself is in Bronx waters. If you look it up on on Google, I'm not making this shit up.
Yeah. You can't argue geography.
But people was running me the fuck down. Yeah. And it's like they didn't even enjoy the joke because they were so stuck on, and the joke isn't a great bit.
Yeah.
It's a great bit, but because, and that's another thing too. People are just so focused on poking holes in what you have to say that they purposely force themselves not to have fun.
It goes over their head, yeah.
Okay, so I said the wrong fucking borough. Enjoy the rest of the fucking joke. You like relax. But the people are just so they love to sit in anger. That's an emotion that they feel the most comfortable in.
I just feel like nothing is that serious. It's for really you to sit online and just be outraged.
I can understand if I'm like, yeah, Rikers Island out in California. Then okay, but I didn't get first of all, I didn't get the borough wrong. It's technically in the Bronx. You have to go through Queens, yes, but the island itself, the prison itself, is in the Bronx.
It's like nothing is that serious.
It's not that serious. So you couldn't laugh, bitch. You couldn't laugh because you heard the wrong borough, and you the one that's wrong. You loud and wrong and miserable.
Nothing is that deep. People need to just calm down.
Everyone's so, because the things that they get angry for, I'm like, it's really okay. It's okay. So relax. Again, and my thing is, you're not a politician. So what if you said French Montana? Like, your words aren't changing nobody's motherfucking life.
Yeah.
The emotional reactions that we get.
Why are people so emotional over a stranger saying something?
Because they love to be angry. Anger is a comfort zone for them.
I just feel like they have nothing else to like focus on.
Happiness is foreign for them.
Yeah.
I had an angry childhood. I feel like I'm ugly. My husband's cheating on me. I can't get the bad bitch I want to get. I'm angry. I don't make enough money. I'm angry. I'm angry. So everything I see, I want to find the anger in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think bullying is terrible, unless you're any of the people I mentioned.
Let me tell you something. Everybody went to middle school with, I need you to hear me loud and clear. You try to bully me now, I'm fucking you up.
No. I'm fucking you up.
I'm fucking you. Try that shit you tried in 7th grade, bitch. Try it.
We gotta find these people on Facebook, see what they're
they on my dick. They tell everybody, I went to school with her. I know her. Dick riding assholes.
But subscribe to our podcast.
Yeah, but please do. And also support my shows. November 16th.
Pull up.
Pull up.
Thank you, guys.